Welcome to EEW. I Archana Tiwari. Today we will be explaining the regulation of lacoperon. Well, in the previous video I had explained the general structure of the lacoperon. What does a lacoperon consist of? Lacoperon consists of a regulatory part and it has a part which consists of structural genes, which has been already explained in the previous video. If you have any doubt regarding this, please go through my previous video, and here I will be explaining totally about regulation of lacoperon. As I have said earlier that this lacoperon is involved with a catabolic process. What is the meaning of catabolic process? That means something is being broken down. Yes. So what is breaking means? Whether it's in the process of breaking down here, it is the lactose which is a substrate or a source of energy which is broken down to liberate energy. Right? Like glucose, lactose is involved here. Lactose is broken down by the bacterial cells ultimately to release energy, and this is taking place only when glucose is not present in the medium. Because if glucose is present in the medium, bacterial cells will first opt for glucose and then opt for any other substrate, energy substrate. Now let's consider two situations. First is when lactose is present, and second will be when lactose is absent. In both the cases, let me draw the operon here. This is the operon. Here this is the operon consisting of an inhibitory gene I, promoter site, operator site, and a cap region, and then the three structural genes. Yes. So let's consider the first situation. Lactose is present in the medium. Now if lactose is present in the medium, that means what? The concentration of glucose is very low. Yes. If we consider the glucose concentration is low in the medium and lactose is very high, in this situation a protein called cyclic AMP increases. Concentration of cyclic AMP increases, which combines with a protein called catabolite activation protein, catabolite activation protein, and forms a complex called cyclic AMP cap complex. This complex is formed which actually goes and binds to this cap area. Suppose this is the complex. If cyclic AMP is marked as this and cap is marked as this, then it's something like this which goes and binds to the catabolite activation promoter site, the protein site, sorry. So in this site, cap site, this complex binds and rather triggers. What does it trigger? It triggers the RNA polymerase to come and bind to the promoter and operator site and transcribe the genes ZYA and ultimately form a messenger RNA, which further is translated to produce three different types of enzymes, that is beta galactosidase, permease, and transacetylase, and these enzymes are responsible for the lactose breaking down. As I have earlier told in my video, like permease allows the permeability, it allows the increases the permeability of lactose, and beta galactosidase breaks down the lactose, releasing energy. So this happens when lactose is present in the medium. Yes, lactose is present in the medium. Obviously the operon needs to be switched on. It has been switched on just by triggering the RNA polymerase enzyme, which comes and binds to the promoter and operator site and transcribes the genes. Now what happens if lactose is absent? The scenario will be little different. Let's study this. What happens here? Again the I gene, that is the inhibitory gene, the promoter site, the operator site, the cap site, and the three genes. Yes. Now what is need to be done? Since lactose is absent, what will happen? The inhibitory gene will produce a protein called inhibitory protein. This is known as inhibitory protein or repressor protein. This protein will be produced and it will ultimately go and bind will occupy this promoter and operator site and will thus prevent the RNA polymerase to come and bind to this site. Understand, if the inhibitory gene produces the inhibitory protein, what will happen? This protein has a capacity of inhibiting the process of transcription. It will stop. So how it will stop? It will go and bind to the promoter and operator region of the lac operon and will not allow the RNA polymerase to come and bind. See, if the region is blocked, where will the RNA polymerase get a chance to come and bind to the operator and promoter region? It will not get a chance. So ultimately, when RNA polymerase is not getting a chance to bind to this promoter and operator region, there will be no chance for transcription of this 3 types of structural genes. There will be no formation of messenger RNA and there will be no translation of this messenger RNA into enzymes. So ultimately no enzymes will be produced because rather no enzymes are required here. Enzymes बनके होगा क्या? Enzymes करते क्या? They will break down the lactose. If lactose is not present, it's no use of unnecessary keeping this lac operon on. So this is the process they have to keep the operon off. So you can beautifully see how they maintain, how they regulate the process. When lactose is present, they do this type of process and continue the the enzymes to be produced which can break down the lactose. And here if lactose is absent, they have a mechanism, separate mechanism to bind or rather to stop the RNA polymerase from coming to this promoter operator site and thus preventing the process of expression of the genes and thus preventing the formation of enzymes. So this was the entire process of regulation of lac operon, and the next class we will be studying about tryptophan operon. Thank you so much.